Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. In today's tutorial we're gonna do this exact kitty. My opinion, very cute. So if you are ready and you like what you see, please take your hook and let's begin. Okay guys, so for our kitty today we're gonna need some white yarn. This is yarn jeans. I don't have the number, but I'm gonna write in the description if I'm gonna find it. I decided to mix with this dark green, which is number 82, and for the top one I'm gonna use some this light green, which is number 11. And we're gonna need a scissor, a hook I'm gonna use, it's number 2, and a needle. I cannot pick it up. A needle. And we're gonna start with the white yarn. As usually we're doing a magic ring. And inside of the ring we're doing 7 stitches. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the 7th. Now we tied up the ring just like that, and we have to do 7 increases. So in each stitch we're doing 2 stitches. This is our increase, like that 7 times. I'll show you once. So here is 1, and again 2 stitches in 1, 2 times, like that we have to do 7 times. After we finish this 7 increases, we have to do 7 rows up by 14 stitches without any changes. So we're doing now 7 increases, and after that we're doing 7 rows up, 14 stitches. Okay guys, so I finished these 7 rows. Now we're gonna change the yarn for this, in my case is this light green. So the last stitch I'm just gonna undo, and I'm gonna have 2 loops on my hook, and I'm taking this yarn and just going through with the green one, just like that. Now we're gonna do a couple stitches just to hold this one together. Take all ends with you. Just like that. And let's do a couple. 1, and we're gonna cut this white yarn because we're not gonna need it anymore in this piece. There you go. And now we have to do another 6 rows. We have to do 6 rows up, the same amount of stitches, just with the green one. So stitch by stitch we're doing 6 rows up. After we did these 6 rows, we're doing a closing stitch, and we're cutting the yarn, leaving enough for sewing, and that's it. Okay, I'll let it be. 6 rows up, after that closing stitch, and we're leaving, like on the first hand, a bit of the yarn that we will be able to sew it. Okay guys, so the hands are ready. They look like that. We're putting them aside, and we're gonna start with feet. I already did one. It looks like that. It's very easy. So from feet we're gonna start building the body and head. So it's important from the first one, we're gonna cut the yarn right like here, closing stitch and cut, and the second one do not, because we're gonna build from there up. So it's starting with magic ring again, and inside of the ring we're doing 8 stitches. So we're doing 8 stitches. Okay, I did these 8 stitches, I tied up the ring, and now we have to do 8 increases. So 2 stitches in one, and like that 8 times, and you're gonna have 16 stitches. The first one is the hardest, I think. Yeah, so we're doing increase 8 times. You can mark your row if you, I like to count the first row, so I'm not gonna mark it, but if you want, you just mark and do 8 increases. Now the next row, I'm gonna mark it. The next row we're doing 1 stitch, 1 increase, and like that 8 times, and you're going to have 24 stitches. So we're doing 1 stitch, and the second we're doing increase, so 2 stitches in one, and like that we have to do 8 times. After we finish this 1 stitch, 1 increase, we have to do 5 rows up without any changes. Okay guys, so I finished this 5 rows on this second leg. Now we're gonna join the other one. So we're looking where we did this closing stitch. We're joining right there, we're inserting the hook, and we're taking the yarn. Here we're gonna change the color, so you're pulling just to have 2 loops like that on the hook. And now I'm gonna take this dark green. This is gonna be our pants, sort of. So I'm gonna take this dark green, if I'm gonna find the end. Got it. And I'm gonna finish this stitch with this green one. This is our first stitch from the leg, from the feet. So just keep it tight, pull it, and we have to do 24 stitches on this feet. So we're doing 24, after we're doing 24 on another one, and we're supposed to be at the beginning, so I'm gonna show you just a bit. When you crochet these stitches, take the ends with you, this white one too. We're gonna close. It's a bit difficult, especially on camera, but I think you're gonna get it. So we're doing like that 24 stitches. Alright guys, so I did this 24 stitches with the green one, and now we have to go for the second leg with the 24 stitches. But before we do that, where we joined here, to not have these holes, I'm gonna do a sort of decreasing, right? So I'm gonna take from here, I'm gonna take from the middle, from here, and the first stitch from the other leg, just like that. And I'm gonna do decrease. So this is gonna tie up our crack here, and it's not gonna be as many holes as, I know it sounds funny, but it's not gonna be any holes in here. And now we did the first stitch from the second leg, and now we're doing 23 more, so 24 for another. Okay guys, so I did this another 24 stitches. Now mark your row, and we have to do 48 stitches, 5 rows up without any changes. So 48 stitches, 5 rows up. Okay guys, so I finished these 5 rows. Now remark your row, and we're gonna do 1 row with decreases. So we're doing 6 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And now we're doing 1 decrease. Decreases we're doing hidden, so we're taking the first half of the stitch, right, this one, and from the second stitch another half, and we crochet them together. This is our decrease, and like that we have to do 5 more times. 6 stitches decrease, 6 stitches decrease up till the end of the row. After that we have to do 3 rows up, 42 stitches without any changes. So again, we're doing decreases now. 6 stitches decrease up till the end of the row. After that we're doing 3 rows up without any changes, 42 stitches, and we're gonna see you then. Alright guys, so I finished these 3 rows and now we're gonna do again 1 row with decreases. This time we're gonna do 5 stitches and decrease. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 5th one. And now we're doing decrease as we did before, hidden. So first half of the stitch from the both sides, and we're gonna crochet them together, just like that. And like that we have to do 5 more times. 5 stitches decrease, 5 stitches decrease up till the end of the row. The last decrease here on the at the end, don't finish, we're gonna swap the yarn for, in my case, for this lighter green. This is pants and we're gonna do the top, so don't finish the last stitch. Okay guys, so the last decrease I didn't finish. I have 2 loops on my hook, and we're gonna take this light green. In my case, you take your color, whatever you choose, and we're gonna finish with that, just like that. Now the next row we're gonna do from the back side of the stitch without any changes. We're gonna do let me count, 36 stitches. So we're doing 36 stitches. Meanwhile, I'm always forgetting, take this this yarn, this darker one, and crochet a bit into the body. That way it's not gonna get loose again. So taking the back side of the stitch, this one, and we're gonna do stitches all the way around. I'm crocheting a bit tight, so for me it's hard, but I know you can see anyway. Yeah, 30, how much is that? 36 stitches, 1 row without any changes. And at the end we're gonna change again yarn, just we're gonna change for the white, for the body color. Like that we're gonna change a couple times, so don't cut this one. This, after you did a couple stitches, you can cut it off. You're not gonna need anymore. For now, to not confuse you, let's do 36 stitches, and the last stitch don't finish. Okay guys, so I finished this row. I'm gonna take the white yarn now, and I'm gonna pull it through. I'm gonna change for white. This light green, do not cut, because we're gonna each row change the color. So now we did green, now we're gonna do white, after that again green. So white and green is gonna be permanent until we're not gonna start the head. So don't cut it. Now we're gonna do exact same 36 stitches, just with the white yarn. Meanwhile, take this white end and crochet in. Do not let it loose. And like that we're doing till the end. "36 stitches with white." Okay guys, so now again we are at the end of the row, so we're gonna finish this stitch with the green. Pull this up and we're gonna do 4 stitches and 1 decrease, and like that 6 times. So we're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, and now we're doing 1 decrease. So first half of the stitch from the first and the other half of the stitch from the second. Just like that we have to do 6 times. 4 stitches, decrease, 4 stitches, decrease, up till the end. At the end we're gonna swap again for white, and we're doing 1 row 30 stitches without any changes. Okay guys, so I am at the end of this row with the white yarn. Now we're gonna swap again for green, and we're gonna do 3 stitches, 1 decrease, and like that 6 times. So we're doing 1, 2, 3, and decrease as usually first half of the stitch, and we crochet them together, and like that 6 times. And you're going to have 30 stitches. After we finish these 3 stitches decrease, we're doing 1 row with white yarn and 1 row with this green one. So we're doing now 3 stitches decrease like that up till the end. At the end we're changing the yarn to white one, and we're doing 1 row with the white, and after that we're doing 1 more row with the green one, 30 stitches. I hope you get it. If so, just write me in the comments, I will write for you. Okay guys, so I finished this row with the green thread. I made a slight mistake there. I said 30 stitches before, but it should be 24, and I'm sure you have 24, so don't look confused. I'm gonna write there somewhere just for you to be aware of that I made this mistake. Now we are at the end of here, and we're just gonna do the last stitch, and in the next row we're doing a closing one, so a slip knot. Have 2 loops on the hook, and this first loop we're pulling straight to the second one, and we're doing one more, and just like that we finished. Just cut the yarn, this is our body. I'm just gonna cut this yarn, tie this one up. You can take filler and fill this one up. I like to fill at the end, so that's why I'm not mentioning before. Probably I should, but I have a plugger for eyebrows, and I like to fill with that because with this plugger you can fill every single corner. So this is what we have so far. I think it looks not bad. So fill this one up, and the next part we're gonna do the head. Alright guys, so I filled this part, already closed everything. It's look that way. It's some sort of a heart, how you can see. Now fill this one up and leave aside. Now we're gonna do the head. So take your white yarn, and we're gonna start with a magic ring again. And inside of the ring, we're doing 8 stitches. Eight stitches. All right, so I did this 8 stitches. We're gonna tie up the ring, just like that. And we're doing 8 increases. So we're doing 2 stitches in one, and like that 8 times. All right, guys, so I finished these 8 increases. Now mark your row. And we're going to do now 1 stitch, 1 increase, and like that 8 times. So we're doing 1 stitch, and the next loop we're doing increase, 2 stitches in one. And like that we're doing up till the end of the row. Alright guys, so I finished this 1 stitch, 1 increase, and like that 8 times. And now we have to do just increases, so I'm just gonna tell you how, because it's easy. So we're gonna do exactly the same. So now we did 1 stitch, 1 increase like that 8 times. After that we're doing 2 stitches increase, and like that 8 times, 3, 4, 5, 6, and up until 7 stitches and 1 increase, and like that 8 times. And you're going to have 72 stitches. So I believe you can do that. So we're doing the last row 7 stitches, 1 increase, and like that 8 times. And when you have these 72 stitches, then I'm gonna tell you what we're doing next. Okay guys, so I finished these rows with increases, which the last one was 7 stitches, 1 increase, and like that 8 times. And I got now 72 stitches. So now we have to do 12 rows up, 72 stitches without any changes. So we have just to crochet around 12 rows, 72 stitches. Just mark a row, and we're doing this all the way up, 12 rows. Okay guys, so I finished these 12 rows, and now we're gonna put the eyes. I already did that, so I'm just gonna tell you how. We have to count 14 rows from the very top, from this 8 stitches what we start this from magic ring. So we're counting from here 14 rows down, and between 14 and 15 we're putting the eyes. The distance between the eyes is 9 stitches. So you're just counting down, and usually what I'm doing, because it's very tight, I'm poking a hole with the hook, so it's easier to put the size. The size of the eyes, it's 1 millimeter, so they're very tiny, which is gonna give an extra cuteness for the kitty. And after you put the eyes, we're gonna carry on. We're gonna do now rows with decreases. So mark your row, and we're doing first 7 stitches and decrease. Decrease you're gonna do from hidden, so to be taking first half of the stitch from the both stitches, and we're gonna crochet them together, just like that. And we have to do like that 8 times up till the end of the row. Once we finish this row with decreases, we have to do 1 row without any changes, 60, hold on, 64 stitches. So 7 stitches, 1 decrease like that at time, 8 times, and after that 1 row without any changes, 64 stitches. Okay guys, so I finished this 1 row without any changes, 64 stitches, and now we have to do just decreases. So we're gonna do decreases up to 2 stitches and 1 decrease, and like that 8 times. So just to explain you, I think you're able to do yourself that. I'm not gonna show. Now we're doing 6 stitches, 1 decrease, and like that 8 times. After that we're doing 5 and decrease, and like that we're doing 4 decrease, 3 decrease, up to 2 stitches and 1 decrease, and like that 8 times. And you're going to have 8 stitches, 24 stitches, I'm sorry. Meanwhile, when you're doing these decreases, fill up the head nicely. Later we're gonna give some sort of shape. When you're cutting the yarn on the last stitch, when you're doing the closing stitch, leave enough for sewing. So leave some quite long end, and we're gonna sew this head. Okay, so see you when we're gonna do the ears. So for now, do these decreases, fill this head up, and we're gonna meet after that. Okay guys, so I finished this head. This is how it looks so far, and I already made the ear, which is going to be here. It's already coming everything together, so I'm starting liking. So we're taking the main color, the white, and we're doing a magic ring for the ear. And inside of the ring we have to do 4 stitches. So 4 stitches. Okay, I did these 4 stitches. Now tied up the ring just like that, and we have to do 4 increases in a row. 2, 4. So just find the first stitch. The first one is the hardest, I think. So we have to do 4 increases, so in each stitch 2 stitches. Okay guys, so I did this 4 increases. Now we have 8 stitches. Mark your row, and we're doing 3 stitches and 1 increase, and like that 2 times. 2, 3, and increase, and like that 1 more time. So basically these increases we have to do up to 6 stitches and one increase, and like that 2 times. This is very easy piece. So now we did 3 stitches increase, and like that 2 times. After that we're doing 4 stitches increase, and like that 2 times, and 5 stitches increase, up to 6 stitches and increase, and like that 6 times, 2 times. And we're going to have 16 stitches. So once we did that, we're doing a closing stitch, a slip knot, and we're leaving yarn for sewing. And this is our piece. Now next, what we're going to do, we're gonna put everything together. So finish this here, and I'm gonna show you how we're gonna sew everything together. Okay guys, so I think we finished all the bits what we need. Now we have everything, and we need just to sew everything together. So we're gonna start with the hands. The hands, you're taking needle, and we're sewing in the row, and not the green one, the first one, but then the second one from the neck. And this where we change the colors, you can see clearly where it is. So this is gonna be our back. So you're putting on that side, and we're just gonna sew here, just like that, on sides. So they're supposed to be above the feet, right there. And the head, I made a slight mistake, I think, when I said that it's 24 stitches, but this doesn't matter. So we're gonna sew the head right here, and we're gonna do it. I'm gonna sew it with you actually. So let's sew the hands first, and after I'm gonna show you how we're sewing the head. Okay guys, so I sewed these hands here, and now what we're doing, we're just gonna put the head right here, just to look straight forward, how you can see on mine. and you're gonna hold it, and we're gonna sew it from here, so you know that. So you take stitch from here and one from there, and just like that we're gonna sew everything here. It's a bit unpleasant and difficult, but it is what it is. So, and like that, stitch by stitch, try to, meanwhile when you're sewing, you have to pay attention how he is looking. I think you know how to sew, but just in case. So he has to look straight forward, so it doesn't matter how you're sewing, even if you're doing a couple sewing one in the same stitch or whatever, to look straight. So you do that, I think you will be able to do it. It's difficult, but it's very cute, and I think it's worth it. So I will finish and I will show you how the ears we're gonna sew, and we're gonna manage the face yet. Okay guys, so I saw the head. This is how it looks so far. Not bad. This hand I don't really like how it came out, but it's not gonna be visible once I'm gonna manage the head, I think. And the ears we're going to sew 4 rows down. From the top you're counting 1, 2, 3, 4, and between 4th and 5th we're sewing the first corner, and we have to sew all around, just like that. Don't blow too much this ear, so it has to be look more flattish, just how you see here. So just pin them 4 rows down and just adjust them how you think it's right for you. I don't have a right stitches count or whatever scheme how I'm doing that. I'm just looking how it looks right for me. So if you want to do a bit wider, you are more than welcome. So let's sew the ears and I'm gonna show you how it came to me. Okay dokie guys, so we're gonna tie up the face now. I took the same yarn color what is the head, and we're gonna join with the needle right in the middle of the eyes, about 1, 2, 3, 4 rows, between 4th and 5th row from the neck, if you're counting. And we're gonna insert here, and take as much filler as you possibly can. This is for our cheekbones to be I don't know, puffy, fattish, or whatever you wanna call. And we're gonna exit on the side of the eye. It's about 1 row from the edge up, how you can see here. And we're gonna pull this one through. Now we're going under the eye, and we're entering exactly on the same row, just on the other side, right here. And again, take as much as you can and exit in the same one. And like that, we have to do exactly the same on the second eye. So now we are here. Keep this end to not get loose, and just tie this one up, just like that. Now exactly same we're doing on other side, just 1 stitch aside to not get this loose, and you take as much filler as you can, and you're going on this side of the eye, right here. This end, pay attention because it's gonna get loose. And now we're going 1 row on this side. And like that we have to do a couple times until the cheekbones is gonna be really visible. So you do a couple times like that, and after that we're gonna do the eyebrows and the mustache. And it's gonna be done. Okay guys, so I finished tightening the face, and I already did the moustache and the eyebrows. So I'm just gonna tell you how I did. So the eyebrows, you're going with the dark yarn, so you're going in the same loop where we tied the eyes, and you're exiting 2 stitches aside from the eye and 2 rows across like that you're taking, and it's right in the middle here. So you have to exit here on the side and enter on the middle of the eye, 2 rows up, and exactly same on the same and the other one. The moustache I did from here, I came straight away. If you can see this row here, I don't know, this line here from the side of the eye. So I did 3 stretches, and another side is exactly same. The last one when you're doing here, I exiting on this side right in the middle, and I'm doing just a triangle just like that, and then I tie the mouth and hiding everything there behind. And so far this is what we have. I hope guys you enjoyed doing this video with me as I did. It took me some time though, but I'm really glad. It's really cute. If you like it, just leave a thumb up. A comment will be much appreciated, and please subscribe if you're not. See you on the next video.